Hi everyone, this is Khristee Rich and this is Khristee's Take. So today I am continuing the conversation from the last guest episode, which was with Ashley Holmes. And she talked about how yoga can help with fertility. She gave two types of yoga that was helpful for her on her holistic fertility journey. And I want to go deeper into the conversation with you today. So feel free to comment below. Feel free to ask questions below, and this can be a discussion. I will come back and circle back to your comments. So first of all, she talked about yin yoga. So let me know in the comments, have you tried yin yoga? So as she described, yin yoga is a style of yoga that you use props. So you rest on a cushion. You are propped up to help you to stretch further. So in yin yoga, it's different from other styles of yoga that you hold the position longer. So you hold the position for 5 to 7 minutes, which can seem like a long time, especially if you haven't been stretching, if you haven't been feeling that flexible. But in time, it really helps the fascia to open up and it feels amazing. So I wanted to share my experience. I have tried yin yoga. It's one of my favorite styles of yoga. When I lived in San Francisco, I went to a yin yoga teacher and I loved it. So yin yoga is not restorative yoga. So I just want to highlight that. They are different styles. For me personally, I am not a big lover of restorative yoga, but I do believe it is helpful if you are recovering from an injury, if you need to really take it easy and be more gentle and not overdo. But yin yoga, you can get very intense. You can get very deep into feeling the sensations of your body, but also it really opens up relaxation. So for me, in the past, when I've done it, it's helped with my mental well-being. It's helped me to relax not only my body, but my mind. And this is so important when you want to conceive. So I have noticed, as Ashley did as well, that a lot of women, when they want to conceive, they put a lot of pressure on themselves. And they're like trying this, and they're trying this, and they're trying more and more and more. It's not working. What else can I do? But when we want to conceive, the best thing to do is to slow down. The best thing to do, listen to your body, feel into your body. So with yin yoga, you are going slower. You're really listening to your body. Is your body tense? Is your body angry? Is your body feeling moody? Right? So this may open up your emotions too. And we want to move those emotions. We don't want to stay in one mindset, in one emotion. We want to feel better, right? So I encourage you to try to find a yin yoga teacher in your area. I think it's always better to do it in person if you can, but there are many teachers. I believe Ashley also does it online. So find a yin yoga teacher. Again, not every yoga teacher knows how to teach yin. It's actually very hard, I have found, to find a yoga teacher that teaches yin yoga these days. Because again, people want action, people want to lose weight, people want to feel fiery. You know, the hot yoga is very popular. So as Ashley was describing, in the beginning of her fertility journey, she was doing the hot yoga. She was doing the fiery yoga. And she thought that was what she needed and she enjoyed it. But it wasn't helpful for her to conceive with the hot, fiery yoga. So she recommended yin yoga for everyone and she recommended yoga nidra. So I thought these were two fantastic recommendations. Again, yoga nidra is also one of my favorites. So there was a fantastic yoga nidra teacher here in Ridgefield, Connecticut, where I'm based currently. She has moved down to Florida, but she used to invite us to come to her home. And she had cushions on the floor, and she had these zero gravity chairs that we could lay back on. And she played this beautiful, relaxing music. And I think it was specifically geared for yoga nidra. I think she worked with someone. I can't remember the full story, but it was perfect. So it put you into deep relaxation. So yoga nidra is the yoga of sleep. It really is to encourage you to completely relax. Relax your mind, relax your body, and just let everything else go. So this is fantastic as a stress reliever. This is fantastic again for your mental well-being. And again, a lot of us are in the productivity mode, go, go, go. And what we really need to do is relax, is rest, is take a break. So I highly recommend that you try yoga nidra as well as yin yoga. There are some, I think, CDs that you can find that guide you through it, but if you can find a practitioner in your area, that's always recommended. Again, very powerful. And what I love about yin yoga and also yoga nidra is that it helps you to get in touch with the feminine, right? So the feminine is about receiving, it's about nurturing. And that is very helpful if you wish to conceive. So the masculine is the active and the yin is the feminine. So again, it makes sense that yin yoga is getting in touch with your feminine, but I wanted to make sure that you understood that. And also in yoga nidra, it can also help you to go inward. Okay, both of them can help you to go inward, but yoga nidra even more. And when you go inward with the beautiful music, and maybe you'll fall asleep, maybe you'll have a dream, or maybe you'll just have visions. So this is what happened for me. I'm not a big napper. I am not someone who falls asleep very easily, especially in front of a group of other people. But I had these deep, very vivid visions, the most vivid visions I had ever had. And they were so fast. I saw so many different things, and it just completely opened up my mind and helped to bring out my clairvoyance even more. So this is another benefit of Yoga Nidra is that it helps you to go inward into your intuition, into your inner knowing. And sometimes that may bring out your clairvoyant visions. Sometimes it may bring out downloads. So we get downloads from the divine with visions and messages. Some people are clairaudient, they can hear. That's not one of my specialties. I don't hear too often. I mostly see or feel or know. I'm also claircognizant sometimes. So this is just so beautiful that you can do yoga nidra and you can receive these messages that will then help you on your journey. It's very powerful. So I highly recommend that you try both of those on your fertility journey. And also what was very interesting that she mentioned is that you need to really find your dosha. So she also studied Ayurveda. She's also an Ayurveda specialist. So she helps her clients through yoga, but also through Ayurveda, which is a very deep science from India. And doshas, we all have different constitutions. So there is pitta, there is vata, and there is kapha. So there is air, fire, and water. And I am mostly air and fire. So everybody's different. I don't know if there's a certain place online, of course there is, where you can do a test and find out what you are. For me, I did find out through somebody, again, who was an Ayurveda specialist. So you can go to someone like Ashley and find out what your dosha is, and then she can guide you what to do next. And so I was doing Kundalini yoga. So I was doing Kundalini for many years, actually, since college. I loved it. I loved that it was spiritual. I loved that it was getting me in touch with my spirituality. And I loved that we were singing and we were learning these poses and these mantras. And it was just so beautiful. And I just felt so great afterwards. I felt so energized and enthusiastic and just bright. Like I loved wearing all white in Kundalini yoga. They encourage you to wear white, and some people wear turbans, and I just loved it. It just was so beautiful to me. And again, getting in touch with the feminine. But then later on, I met someone, and she said, Khristee, based on your dosha, you shouldn't be doing Kundalini yoga. And I went, what? No, I love it. So I was just like Ashley, pursuing a style of yoga that I loved, but it wasn't good for my body. It wasn't good for my constitution. And I didn't know this. Okay, I didn't have the bad experiences to be like, oh, I don't feel good after that. I felt great. But she said, no, Khristee, you are so fiery. And with the air, that just swirls it up. And with Kundalini, if you know about Kundalini, it's along the spine, and the Kundalini will spiral up, right? And then in Kundalini yoga, they have breath of fire, which is a breath that is very fiery, it's very fast, and really builds more fire in the body. So she said, you shouldn't be doing that. You got to be doing the more gentle, more relaxing styles of yoga, again, like the yin yoga. And for a while, I really resisted. I didn't want to change because I loved it. And then I said, okay, well, maybe she's right. And maybe I should try something else. So I went to a fusion. So it had a little bit of the Kundalini, but then it was other styles of yoga. And I love that too. So it's good to be open. Sometimes we know what we love and we're like, this is what I should be doing, but we don't realize in the long run, it's not good for us. And then if something else happened, like I became very stressed out, I went through a very stressful time, then doing the Kundalini yoga, that could throw me more off balance. Okay, so that was something that happened later. I had lots of family issues, and it was not good for me to do Kundalini yoga. I needed to do something more grounding. So this is something to be mindful of. Know your dosha, find out what it is, and that can help you to know what style yoga is right for you. Okay, there's so many different styles. They are all different and unique, and also to know what foods to eat, how else to live your lifestyle. Okay, so I'm going to be having another Ayurveda specialist coming on later in Holistic Me TV. So Ashley talked a little bit about Ayurveda, but mostly about yoga. And coming up, I will have another guest who will talk even more about Ayurveda so that you can understand it and then apply it to your life, apply it to your pregnancy journey. So I'm so excited to have her on. So definitely subscribe so that you won't miss her episode. And if you missed Ashley's episode, the last episode, don't forget to go back and watch hers as well. So, what else can I talk about? So, again, it's very important to know your dosha, and sometimes that can even be breathing. So, I did have a client who was doing, again, a very fiery, rapid breath, not breath of fire, but something similar to that. And she loved it, and she was feeling so energized. She didn't need to have coffee in the morning. But then, based on her trauma, that she had experienced and that she still needed to heal that was unresolved, I said, that's not good for you. You need a slower, more gentle breath. And again, she resisted. She didn't want to do it. But again, sometimes change is what we need to do something different to get a different result. So again, just be mindful. It can even be the style of breathing you are doing. All right. Again, there's so many different breath techniques as well. So let's talk a little bit about Ayurveda. So I have some products that I have tried. There is a fantastic company called Paavani. So again, the guest expert who will be coming on later in the season, she introduced me to this company last year or the year before. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I had a frozen shoulder and I could not get my shoulder to move. It was so painful and it was so tight, and I was going to physical therapy and I was going twice a week and still it wasn't budging. So she recommended an oil. It was by Paavani. It's not this one, but I should actually look up the exact oil that she gave me before. I've run out of that. But this one is a Pitta body oil. So this is also good for my constitution. But this company is fantastic. They have very high quality Ayurveda products. They're all based on your dosha. Sometimes it says for all doshas, for all constitutions, so say for all. But I absolutely love it. It comes in glass bottles, so very much aware of keeping the toxins out, keeping the plastics out, so we don't, again, litter the world and get those terrible chemicals into our body products. So I'm so happy that I found this company. And here's some other ones. This is a Pitta spice blend. So if you like spices on your food and you're kind of tired of having the same old, this is delicious. You can sprinkle it on your chicken, sprinkle it on your vegetables, whatever you like to cook. And it's just that easy. Just add it as you would other spices. And this one is one of my favorites. This is to make golden milk. So you are probably familiar with golden milk. Golden milk is a drink in India. It's absolutely delicious. It is with a non-dairy milk. And then they add a little honey. And then they add a little bit of this. This is already prepared. So let's see if I can remember. This is a combination of turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and I think this company uses ashwagandha in this company, but they also use cardamom, nutmeg, even Indian sarsaparilla. Black pepper helps you to absorb it because with turmeric, you need a little bit of black pepper, but it's not spicy. It's just the right mixture of everything. It tastes delicious. So you just put that in your non-dairy milk, your honey to sweeten, and just a scoop of that, and it's perfect. So you heat that up on the stove if you like it hot. And I have actually made it cold as well. So normally I think people drink it hot, but I tried it with making it as a smoothie. So I put a frozen banana in there. Um, I use almond milk. That's what I prefer. And then just like a little spoonful of this, and voila, you don't even need honey because bananas are naturally sweet, or you get a ripened banana, and it's delicious. So have it cold as a cold smoothie in the spring and summer, and have it as a warm drink in the fall and winter. So if you would like to try any of these products, or if you would like to try any products by Paavani, I will go ahead and put the link below. You can click on that. And I am an affiliate. So if you purchase and use my coupon code, then you can save 10% and I will get a small commission. So the code is my name, Khristee 10. That's Khristee, Khristee, and then the number 10. That's all one word. And you would just put that in the box that says, do you have a coupon code? And you say, yes, I do, Khristee 10. And there you go, you save 10%. But fantastic, fantastic products. They have a wide variety to choose from. So definitely take a gander on there and see what's right for you. So that is my recap today for Khristee's Take. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will try Yoga Nidra. Again, let me know if you have tried Yoga Nidra before. Let me know if you love it, if it's one of your styles of yoga that you like to do, to just close your eyes, relax, and do nothing. Or if you've tried Yin Yoga. And if you like Yin Yoga as well, and let me know if either of those helped you on your fertility journey. So those are both safe for all. Doesn't matter what dosha you are, because those are very relaxing. They are not fiery to make more fire. So definitely wanted to make that clear for all of you watching. So again, I'm super excited for the season to continue. And also, as I mentioned, I will be having a guest talk about Ayurveda. So if you would like to learn more about Ayurveda, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and then you'll be notified when that episode launches. Okay, so let me know how you're enjoying Holistic Me TV Season 2. Again, this is all about supporting you along the pregnancy journey. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you learned something new. And again, if you have a comment, I will be circling back. So wishing you all a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. And until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.